And it's like, okay, if that's the case, I gotta suck it up with the whole talent freedom thing and the whole danger thing. Block those precautions, because if you at least have those precautions in place, you're gonna be at least secure and safe and have a record of what that person does. Because idol culture and parasocialism is gonna happen regardless. It's gonna happen regardless, because you can't control crazy people, because you can tell people all the time, I'm not your friend, I'm blah blah blah. So it's like you benefit from having parasocialism, but then you complain about the downsides of parasocialism while still indulging in parasocialism, where Chad gives you money
about that,
and stuff.
Actually, three things about that. First one, there's definitely that joke I gotta make. Male voice on stream. And then, two other things I wanted to talk about is like, parasocialism isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just a descriptor of a relationship.
Exactly.
When you look at like the Cambridge definition, like the dictionary, what does it tell you? It tells you that it's a one-way relationship, and like that's it.
Yeah.
It's how you express that one-way relationship that makes it either a good, positive thing, as in, I don't know this person, but I want to support them. That's the good side of parasocialism.
Exactly.
And then you have, I want a real relationship with this person. I don't want it to be one way anymore. Then you get into the bad side. But, that's not the fault of parasocialism itself. That's the fault of the individual who is acting on his own desire.
Like
it
a
can
good
be
example?
positive.
Oh, no. Yeah,
and
yes.
negative.
Yeah, like, what is it?
both.
Parasocial people will exist even you don't want them to, due to the
Because you're a
currently
public
ongoing
person.
loneliness crisis. Yes, you are right, Yoshimoto.
And because you're a public persona, of course there's going to be people who are like into you in either a positive or negative way excessively. That's the price of fame.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Ask any artist and he will tell you.
Like, what is it? A good example. I think I can actually illustrate this. So back then, I had gotten into the artist Mafu Mafu. So he was an utaite. Kind of like someone who spoke to lonely people because of his bullying and everything. And I thought I had developed a crush on him. Keep in mind, I had never experienced a crush before. In fact, in a lot of ways, for a really long time, I thought I was asexual. Even though I don't really kind of agree with it, but, things aligned up that way, And so, for me, I was kind of like, I think I like him. I relate to his music a lot. And I thought maybe it was. But it really turned out that instead of parasocialism, it was parasocialism, yes. But when I really analyzed this, and I analyze a lot of my relationships like this, it just turned out that he just made me happy because that's just how I liked seeing his content. His content made me happy. Like, you think about, what is it? It's because people don't really understand what it's like to be parasocial.
Until it's happened to them.
Yeah. And then, because, people talk about, oh, I like this VTuber, but you will understand what it's like to think you're parasocially in love with someone or thinking you could have a relationship with someone until you are in it. You do not know until you are in it. And even then, I was able to reason myself out of it because I am an analytical person at heart. And I was able to come to that conclusion on my own before I even knew what parasocialism was. Keep in mind, he's not the first male creator I've ever seen. I've been through plenty. I've been through Gart. I've been through Joey. I've been through Connor. I've been through Rebel Taxi, Saber
Trash Taste.
So many male YouTubers across the years, and yet it was Mafu Mafu that caught me. So it can just happen at a dime, at random, and you will never know unless you genuinely analyze yourself or until someone tells you. And so parasocialism is not bad. If anything, it taught me there's at least some level of sympathy, because it's like, this is what it is like to be in it. You will not know until you genuinely realize, I do not like this person romantically. I like their content to the point where they make me happy that they make content all the time. That is what parasocialism is when you really analyze it.